And welcome to another video of Sports Royale where we bring to you your royal dose of cricket madness. So before we start today's video, I'd just like to brief everyone that the Indian squad for the South Africa tour and the England tour will be picked soon, and hence we are making a preview video of which player will be selected into which squad. So according to recent reports, there have been claims that the selectors will be making two squads, one for the T20 series versus South Africa at home, and the Ireland series away, two T20Is versus Ireland, and another squad that will travel to England, the test team. So let's get started. So Kushagra, let's start with you. What do you feel? Who will be the players in the T20 squad that will be selected for the home series and the away Ireland series?
So for the T20 series, I think Dhawan will start, and I think he'll captain India, as the reports have been floating around. So Dhawan will start, and I think alongside Dhawan, probably they could go with maybe Rahul Tripathi or Ishan Kishan as an opener. I'm not really sure as to who will be picked, but these two players have. I mean, Ishan Kishan has not performed to his potential, but now that India needs a wicket keeper, so they might go with Ishan Kishan as an opener along with Dhawan, or maybe Ishan Kishan could play in the middle order to have that left-right combination going in the middle order as well. Then Rahul Tripathi could bat in the middle if Ishan Kishan is opening. And Shreyas Iyer will bat at 3, Surya at 4, if he's back after his injury, if he's fit, and maybe we could have someone like Hardik at 5. He's done really well for Gujarat Titans this season. He's bowled, he's picked up wickets, he's batted at 4 for Gujarat Titans. And usually when he was a part of Mumbai Indians, we saw him take up the role of a finisher. But this season, he has taken more responsibility, and he has built his innings from scratch. He's played the role of an anchor this season, which I think he would be doing for the T20 series as well. Then maybe we could have Dinesh Karthik at 6. He might keep wickets, or maybe Ishan Kishan if he's picked. So yeah, that's my top 6. Now over to you. What do you think? Number 7 onwards, who will be picked?
So as we know that the main senior players are rested, so it's important to find an equal replacement for each one of them. So starting with number 7, the usual number 7 for India is Ravindra Jadeja, and like replacement for him seems to be Akshar Patel at the moment. No other Indian all-rounder, be it Venkatesh Iyer or anyone else, is as capable of Akshar Patel of batting at 7 and bowling 4 overs. And given that South Africa will be touring India in spin conditions, it's a good option for India to have Akshar Patel at 7, so that India can utilize him as a second spinner. Moving on to number 8, I feel that a number 8 position is very vital while finishing off an innings, because if a pinch hitter bats at 8, it's good for the team. So I feel that Harshal Patel can bat at 8 because he can come and finish off the innings pretty quickly and very good. So I feel that Harshal Patel can play at 8 and bowl the death overs as well. Moving on to the number 9 and the second fast bowler, I feel that Bhuvneshwar Kumar has performed pretty decently in this year's IPL. He's picked up a few wickets in the power play. He's bowled well at the death. So I guess he retains his place in the playing 11. And he's, I guess, with 7 games available, if he does not perform, he may lose his spot in the playing 11. But if he's able to perform and live up to his pedigree, he'll be on that flight to Australia. Moving on to number 10 position, the spin wizard Yuzvendra Chahal should be given preference over Kuldeep Yadav just because of his experience and the variety that he brings to the table. And we all know what he's done this IPL, so no need to mention that. Moving on to the last spot and the third fast bowler, it's good that India has a lot of options, even with three of their main fast bowlers resting for this series. I guess with Lucknow's Avesh Khan and Punjab's Arshdeep Singh's shining in this year's IPL, India have an option of playing them both, but one would be in the backup and other would play. So either of them could, play in the playing 11 in any of the series.
I feel both of them could play, and they could maybe not have Bhuvi in the 11, because Arshdeep can play the role of a death bowler, right?
Yeah, that also.
So yeah, Avesh can bowl in the power play. He can pick those crucial wickets if you want him to, and then Arshdeep can bowl in the death, and along with Harshal. So maybe they could go with that combination as well.
Yeah, but the only missing point in that variety of attack is that Arshdeep has not played for India. Avesh Khan has just played one T20I, and Harshal is also relatively new to the international arena. So what Bhuvi brings to the table is a lot of experience. He can guide the young bowlers. Even if he's not picked in the playing 11, he can help them in, behind the scenes at the nets, in the discussion room. So whatever is the case, as you said, playing Arshdeep and Avesh both is also an option. But the first choice should be Bhuvneshwar if he's not fit, or if the team management feels that Avesh and Arshdeep need to be played. India can go in with that combination as well.
Perfect. Okay, so guys, now we are going to discuss about India's test team, which will be going to England for that one test match, which was not played last year. That series is going to continue. So last test match, I think it's at Edgbaston, if I'm not wrong. Who do you think is going to make the cut for that one-off test?
So, as you mentioned, that it's only a one-off test.
Well, technically, it's not a one-off test. It's it's the fifth test of that series. But yeah.
Yeah. So So being the standalone fifth test or a standalone test, whatever it is, India cannot take it lightly because it has a lot of weightage in terms of WTC points. So it's imperative for India to field their best 11. And hence, I would start with Rohit Sharma as the captain to partner with KL Rahul at the top. Both of them have been playing pretty decently. Not taking into account the IPL, Rohit Sharma has a lot of experience and he can make a comeback at any time. So I'm sure that when the England tour starts, he'll be able to make runs. And KL Rahul, as we all know, did decently in the last tour, and this year as well, he's been performing well. Yeah, Kush, you want to add something?
Sorry to interrupt you. Rohit is the captain, so he technically can't be dropped from the team.
Yeah. So moving on to the number 3 position. So Cheteshwar Pujara has been in England for the past month, and he's been playing county cricket. I guess he's played 4 or 5 matches up until now, and he scored over 700 runs, which is pretty great. He scored 2 double centuries and 2 centuries. So I feel that he can make a comeback to the team at number 3 at his usual position. So there'll be a toss-up between Hanuma Vihari and Cheteshwar Pujara at who bats at number 3. So both of them will surely be selected in the squad, but we'll have to wait and watch as to who bats at number 3. That depends upon the team management. Virat Kohli, as usual, retains his spot at number 4, irrespective of his form, and he'll continue to do so. Moving on, number 5, we have Shreyas Iyer. Ajinkya Rahane cannot go to the England tour because he's got an injury. And even if he was not injured, I don't think that he would have been fit for the tour. Surya Kumar Yadav would have been the ideal backup. Now, moving on to number 6 position, the wicketkeeper. Rishabh Pant will take up the wicket-keeping duties and play at number 6. Now, India prefers to go with lefty-righty combination in the middle. So it's either possible for Pant to bat at 5 and Iyer moves down at 6. That totally depends upon the conditions and the position the Indian team is in. Now let's talk about the other 5 players. Kush, what do you think will bat from 7 to 11?
Yeah, well, I think Jadeja will be in the 11. I think he played in the last year, he played 4 test matches in that series. Ashwin was not picked for any of the test matches. But that could change. Depends on the captain's decision and depends on the pitch. If the pitch has something in it for the spinners, they could go with Jadeja and Ashwin, or maybe they could have the fourth fast bowler, Shardul Thakur, and then we have our 3 best fast bowlers, Bumrah, Shami, and Umesh Yadav, or maybe Mohammad Siraj. Again, that will depend on who the captain and who the management thinks deserves more. So yeah, I think that's about it. That's our test team. That's probably going to be playing against England this year.
So it will be interesting to watch two teams play at the same time. So just to inform our viewers, there have been reports that VVS Lakshman, the current NCA head, will be the head coach of the Indian team against South Africa and Ireland, while Rahul Dravid will take on the coaching duties from the Indian tour. So it will be an interesting thing to see two Indian teams perform in two different countries. Hopefully, they'll be able to live up to the expectations and win, not if not all, a lot of matches. And also, just to inform everyone again, after the England Test match, the Indian team will be staying behind and playing England in a 3-match ODI series, which will be followed by a 3-match T20 series. So, talking about those 6 limited overs matches, all the senior players who will play in the Test match will be available for selection and will most probably be playing the series. The 3-match T20 series will mostly be a dress rehearsal for the Indian cricket team before the T20 World Cup, and we are expecting a full strength Indian team to be picked for that series, and we'll be most probably looking at the playing 11 and the final 15 in a few days time for that tour as well. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.